I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today's DIY is a really fun, just smush it up and you're done, Ice Palace shampoo bar. I love how simple this shampoo bar is to make. You don't need any heat, you don't need a mold, you don't need a press. You're just gonna put on a pair of nitrile or rubber gloves, smush everything together, hand mold it. It makes a really nice moldable dough, so you can just kind of hand mold it into whatever shape you want, leave it to dry, and that's it. Those of you with color treated hair will be happy to hear that these shampoo bars are sulfate free. Our surfactant blend is a combination of anionic sodium cocoyl isethionate and sodium Lauryl sulfoacetate, and then we have some non-ionic decyl glucoside and some amphoteric Cocamidopropyl Betaine. The lather that these beauties kicks out is gorgeous, really rich and fluffy and decadent and just whew. If you're looking for more information about this formulation, please make sure you're reading the partner blog post. It's linked in the description box below, or go to humblebeeandme.com and search for the name of this project. The blog post contains a discussion of the pH of these bars and information on how long you should leave them to age, plus links to places to buy all the ingredients and information on substitutions, scaling, shelf life. There's lots and lots of great stuff there. Let's go make some shampoo bars. All right, so here are all of our ingredients. Now, because a lot of this is going to happen with me wearing a dust mask, here it is, a lovely little sort of fly-like purple thing. I got this from Lee Valley Tools and it works really well. It's nice and comfortable, but fits nice and tight so that you don't end up inhaling any surfactants. That is crazy unpleasant. Yeah, you're going to need one of these, and you're also going to need all of this. So we're going to just kind of quickly run through the ingredients, and then we're going to combine all the dry ingredients in a bowl, stir, add all the wet ingredients, and then knead it into a nice firm dough. So you're going to need 29.6 grams finely powdered sodium cocoyl isethionate, 16 grams sodium Lauryl sulfoacetate, 8.8 grams common kitchen cornstarch, 4 grams white kaolin clay, and 0.2 grams citric acid, and make sure you have a really precise scale so you can weigh this out accurately, as it's a very potent ingredient. For our wet ingredients, you'll need 3.6 grams of a liquid oil. This is meadow foam seed oil, but for the blog versions I used moringa oil, and that was also lovely. Argan oil, jojoba oil, anything you have that your hair loves is a great choice. 5.4 grams Cocamidopropyl Betaine, 11.2 grams decyl glucoside, and if you're looking for substitutions, just a reminder, that's always covered in the blog post linked in the description box below this video, so please check that out. 0.8 grams Optiphen Plus, and this one is even less interesting to look at. This is 0.4 grams of our wintry Ice Palace-y fragrance or essential oil. I think peppermint would be a really lovely choice, and I've been using Salty Sea Air as the fragrance choice throughout this series. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to dump all of these in here, give them a stir, and then scrape all of this in there, and I'm going to pop on a pair of nitrile gloves and knead that into a nice dough. I do think I am going to mix the liquid oil into the fragrance oil to help ensure we get, as much of the fragrance as possible first. So if you kind of see me dumping this in there, that is what is going on. But now it is dust mask time and time to get mixing. Now that the loose powders are all taken up, I've pulled my dust mask down so you can hear me again. So yeah, we're just working this all together to create a dough. If your ingredients are sort of similar in grain size to mine, you should get a nice workable dough just like mine. If you do find that it's a little bit dry, you can add a little bit more of the Cocamidopropyl Betaine, and if you find that it's just a little bit wet and a little bit sticky, you could add a little bit more starch or clay. But yeah, you want something that is easy to work with. It should be more interested in sticking to itself than sticking to your gloves. And once you have a nice workable kind of lump of dough. You're just going to hand mold it. If you do have a press that you want to use, you absolutely could. This consistency of shampoo bar dough works really well with the shampoo bar mold from the bath bomb press because it kind of holds together, and you can press it into kind of a puck like that, or you could put it in a moon press mold, or you could kind of shove it into a silicone mold if you have one that you like. But yeah, you can just mold it by hand here. I'm kind of going for a rough puck, as you can probably guess. Kind of use the countertop there to flatten out the sides. But yeah, definitely no need to really get too fussy with this. If you want it to look perfect, a mold's definitely the sort of the easier way to get it to look really perfect. But once you start using it, it will, you know, smooth out. I think that's pretty good. I'm now going to go leave this to dry. So I'm just going to put this on a drying rack and leave it for at least 3 or 4 days. A little bit longer is better. I have more discussion of this on the blog. But yeah, I'm gonna go leave this to dry, and that is it. So for a bit of a lather demo, I have an older version of this bar that I made a couple weeks ago that has been, you know, in use in my shower. You can see that it smoothed out really, really nicely. You can see the marks of it sitting on the wire rack and next to other colorful things in the shower. But I've got a bowl of warm water here, and I have a loofah to sort of simulate a head of hair, though this does also make a really great body wash. It's a really good all-purpose bar. Lots and lots and lots of bubbles, as you can see. Just really big, gorgeous. Oh, and also to kind of want to show you, the bar is still nice and hard. This lasts really, really well, and I find it has great structural integrity, but also gorgeous, gorgeous creamy lather, just really, really rich feeling. I'm really loving decyl glucoside right now for its awesome bubbly goodness. Yeah, it's a good shampoo bar. Oh my gosh, bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. And there you go. So we just made a gorgeous sulfate-free Ice Palace shampoo bar. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and please remember to check out the partner blog post. It's linked in the description box below as always. There's information there on substitution, scaling, shelf life, pH, drying time, links to places to buy all the ingredients, and a whole lot more. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.